and fight till the very end in each game. And I think they're going to be competitive in year one.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and move on now to our final topic, which is centered around our boy Rob Gronkowski. It's only necessary that we acknowledge him every single chance that we get. Former Arizona Wildcat Rob Gronkowski, the one and only, will be competing in another Super Bowl this Sunday. It'll be his 6th Super Bowl appearance in his 10-year career. He won't, however, be wearing a New England Patriots jersey. He won't be wearing an Arizona Wildcat jersey either, unfortunately. As cool as that would be to see, he will instead be wearing a Tampa Bay Buccaneers uniform, and will be looking to get his first Super Bowl ring in a non-Patriots uniform. So it should be a good one on Sunday. I'm actually pretty excited for this one. But what are you expecting in this game, Ryan? And how much do you think Gronk will actually have an impact in this one?
I think he's going to have a huge impact. I think he's had some explosive games about from week 12 on. He's really stepped up because still getting his feet back under him after taking a year off from football. But I really think he's going to be the secret weapon in this Super Bowl, and he's going to help break this Kansas City defense down and help Tom Brady once again win another Super Bowl. I mean, what Gronk has did is just incredible. I mean, this is his 10th year playing football in the NFL, and this is his 6th Super Bowl, and could be his 4th, which is it's just remarkable of all the things that he's been able to accomplish after coming to Arizona. So, I mean, I hope this isn't the end for Gronk, and I hope they can win, and we could see a few more years of Gronk.
I think he's going to have a big game too, actually. These two teams played each other back in week 12. The Bucs lost that game, but Gronk was actually the team's leading receiver. He had 6 catches for 106 yards. So he could have another chance to have a big game against the Chiefs, because that Chiefs defense is certainly going to have their hands full trying to deal with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Fournette and Ronald Jones, and of course Tom Brady is running the whole freaking offense. So they're going to have their hands full. So I think there's only so many guys that can cover. So maybe Gronk has another sneaky efficient game in this one. But I do think he's going to have an impact in this one. But why don't we talk more broadly about this game? Give me your final score predictions for this game. Who do you think is going to win the rematch of this one? I said earlier, the Chiefs won the first matchup, but what do you think is going to happen in round 2?
I think the Bucs are going to. I think they're going to win by. I think they're going to win by about a touchdown. I mean, right now I would say they're going to win 31. Nah, I think they're going to win about 38-31. About. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. But I just think in the end, the greatest of all time is going to shine through and prove once again, because there are still doubters out there for some odd reason, but Tom Brady is the GOAT, and will prove it once again to secure his 7th ring and Gronk's 4th ring. And yeah, I would bet my money that Gronk's scoring a touchdown on Sunday.
I'll put money on that too. I think the Bucs are going to win this one too. Actually, I just don't think that it's so hard to beat Tom Brady twice, right? I think not only that, but this is actually the Bucs actually have a really good defense. They've been playing really well in the playoffs. They kind of have been carrying this team through the playoffs so far. And the Chiefs O-line is a little bit banged up right now, right? And that Bucs D-line is very good with Ndamukong Suh and Vita Vea and Jason Pierre-Paul. I can already see the three of them just tossing those backup offensive linemen around. So I don't know. I like this matchup a lot for the Bucs, but I mean, obviously that Chiefs offense is something else. But I don't know. I really like this Bucs defense, and it's hard to beat Brady twice, in my opinion. I don't know, unless he's playing the 2015 Denver Broncos. I don't think there's a lot of teams in this league that can dominate Tom Brady after multiple times in one season. But I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a really good game, but we'll have to see for sure.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of the best Super Bowls in probably the last 5 years. It should be up there with any of them. To me, the last great one was probably the Patriots versus the Eagles, which was a high scoring game. So I think it should be like that. But yeah, I just think the Chiefs have more to prove than people want to say. I mean, they've won. I look at the facts. They've won 1 Super Bowl. They've been to 1 Super Bowl. Andy Reid is 1 for 2 in 15 plus years coaching Chiefs and the Eagles. So to me, there's a lot of people that have won 1 and 2 Super Bowls, but until you win 3 or more, you're not on that next level. And to me, Patrick Mahomes isn't on that historic next level yet. And I'm not saying he won't get there because believe he's only still 25, but I mean, right now you got to lay some more respect on the best.
This game actually has a lot of implications because we've talked about Brady and if he's the GOAT or not. Actually, I think he's the GOAT too, but there's a lot of people who don't think he's there yet. I mean, if he wins another one with a whole different team, like what? Like how is he not like the greatest of all time? He just jump ship for the Patriots to like the Bucks and then wins the Super Bowl. Like that is GOAT stuff right there. And then if the Chiefs somehow win this game too, like they'll be back-to-back Super Bowl champions, and we'll start talking about how good Mahomes is and how good Andy Reid is, and maybe Mahomes and Reid is the next Belichick and Brady type deal. I mean, like this could be the start of another dynasty if the Chiefs win this one. So I think there's a lot riding on this game. It sounds like you're taking the over here, but I'm going to come in with a hot take and say that this game is going to hit the under. I think the over/under right now is like 56 or 54, which is really, really high. But Super Bowls, they tend to have slow starts. So I think they're going to hit the under. But if this game hits the over, I won't even be a little bit surprised because both of these offenses, these are probably the two best offenses in the league. But I'm excited to see it. It should be fun.
Yeah, and what you said is, I mean, I disagree. I think either way, people want to fill their shows up and talk that Brady will take a step down if he loses this and that. But the reality is even if he loses, he's 6 for 10, 60%, and still better than anybody in history, and still 6 Super Bowls. And even if Mahomes wins, I heard like some people on Fox talking about how if Mahomes would beat him, they could argue he's already better than Brady all time. I mean, that's just stupid. I mean, 6-2 is crazy. I mean, winning back-to-back is remarkable, but I mean, Brady went to 3 straight Super Bowls, so that there's levels to all types of teams and levels of dynasties. I mean, and they've with the Patriots, he went to 9 Super Bowls. So I mean, this is still Mahomes' second Super Bowl. So I mean, I'm not saying he could end his career winning 3 to 4, but that's still ways and levels away from 6 Super Bowls.
I actually totally agree with that. As a diehard Denver Broncos fan,